Aw, come on, guys. What'd you expect? What was gonna happen? I mean, you had Roman Reigns versus John Cena. Who'd you think was really gonna win? You had Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. What'd you think was gonna happen? Come on. Are you surprised of the outcome? Do you care? Did you already know? Alexa Bliss, come on. A fatal five-way for the women's title. Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, Emma. You already knew that all you were going to see is TNA out there. And at the end of the day, who was going to stand in the middle of the ring with that WWE Divas champion? Sasha Banks. For what? That way she can just lose the belt again on Raw? Seriously? I mean, come on. This is WWE. All they do is sell you BS. Which match was my favorite? I say Roman Reigns versus John Cena. Even though it didn't end the way I wanted it to, it was still pretty decent. It was still pretty good. So, for those of you who don't know me, who don't know us, this show is pretty much one of those podcast shows that you watch on YouTube, and this jabroni comes out and he gives you his reviews and he gives you his prediction. No, this ain't the Joe Cronin show. No, this ain't the JD from NYOC, whatever you want to call that dude. This ain't his show. This ain't the Sean's View entertainment show. This is the JT and Candy show. The show, the only show to watch on YouTube. And while JD and Joe Cronin are having a little feud, crying over this, crying over that, making up over this, making up over that, talking about how they exiled Sean's View. I mean, come on. You got different guys crying over different stuff. All we want to hear is wrestling. All we care about is the wrestling. We don't want to know what's going on between y'all's two boring little drama lives. All we want to know is what the heck is going on in WWE. Give us our review. Give us your poor judgment of a prediction you want to give us. You want to give us something that you want to make up in your own little fantasy head? Fine, go ahead. But just give us wrestling news. Just like you want WWE to give you wrestling, well, we expect y'all to give us wrestling news, the real news. Now, I hope you're liking the background. I have WWE No Mercy playing in the background while I'm giving you your review. So, WWE No Mercy started off with, of course, the two worst jabronis in WWE right now, Apollo Crews and Elias Sampson. Oh, well, Elias Sampson's all right. He's all right. He's they need to do something different with that dude. Get rid of his guitar, get rid of his little singing gimmick. I mean, just do something different, something fresh. I don't like that whole thing where he comes out and he comes to the ring with his little punk ass guitar and he sings and he constantly gets interrupted. I mean, if you're gonna let the guy go out there and sing, then just let him sing. That's all we ask, is let the guy sing. If not, lose the gimmick. So, Elias Sampson versus Apollo Crews. I mean, this match was pretty decent. I I mean, they both traded physical strikes throughout the match. I mean, Apollo Crews, of course, you know, he comes out. He comes out with his little cookie cutter moves and whatnot, and he tried, but at the end of the day, Apollo Crews, you're just a jobber, bro. You're just a jobber. That's all WWE hired you for. Nobody cares if you were the shit in NXT. Nobody cares if you're the next big thing. When it comes to the main roster, all you are is a jobber for the next big thing. And that's not you. Elias Samson defeats Apollo Crews via pinfall. That was our WWE No Mercy kickoff show. Match was alright, pretty decent. It could have been better. I don't know what you're doing with Apollo Crews, but if you're going to have him constantly job out to all these WWE superstars, you might as well just send him back to NXT. And to tell you the truth, I don't think he was even ready for the main roster. I don't understand why you brought him up so fast. I don't think he was in NXT for a year before you brought him up to Raw. That's my opinion. Elias Samson, I don't know what's next for him. I mean, you've already had him feuded with Finn Balor. I mean, he defeated Apollo Crews. I mean, I don't know what's next. You know, Elias Samson versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Elias Samson versus Bray Wyatt. Who knows? But speaking of The Miz versus Jason Jordan. I don't know what they're doing with Jason Jordan. I don't understand why they're pushing him the way they are. I mean, he was doing fine on SmackDown, but you want to bring him over to Raw, that's fine. But then you want to talk about how he's the son of Kurt Angle. I mean, he could have been somebody pretty decent on Raw without giving him the whole he's Kurt Angle's son, you know, gimmick. But it is what it is. They constantly bring it up every 5 minutes. Nobody cares. Nobody even believes it because it's not even true to begin with. But The Miz versus Jason Jordan, I honestly, despite the unexplained absence of Maurice, Jordan was still facing a serious deficit in the numbers game thanks to the Miztourage. After Jordan put on a turn force of furious suplexes and near falls while dominating the majority of the match, his roll-up pin attempt on Miz was never seen by the referee due to Bo Dallas climbing onto the top rope. I mean, Curtis Axel used the distraction to land a cheap shot, and The Miz hit his skull-crushing finale to finish Jordan off. During a post-match interview, Jordan was booed constantly as he called for a rematch before adding, "Miz, you really do suck." No, Jason Jordan, you really do suck. Just like your father, your little fake daddy, Kurt Angle. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. The Miz defeats Jason Jordan via pinfall to retain the WWE Intercontinental Championship title. Jason Jordan, you're annoying. You remind me just like your so-called father. You remind me just of him. You're very talented. Yes, you are, but they could have given you a better gimmick than Kurt Angle's son. But you were not victorious. Who knows? Your dad might give you your rematch, but nobody cares. You suck. The Miz is awesome. So, I don't know about you, but Bray Wyatt is on my shit list right now. I can't stand that dude for nothing. I mean, he wants to come out here and he wants to talk about how he wants to have a man versus man match. Well, let the guy come out, do his entrance, and then you come out and do your entrance, and then get the match started. Don't hit the guy from the back, man. Don't give him a cheap shot, throw him outside the ring, and beat the crap out of him, and then want to start the match. I mean, come on, seriously, bro. I mean, we all know that you a little overweight, but doesn't mean you can hit someone from behind. Finn Balor defeats Bray Wyatt via pinfall. Wyatt had seamlessly everything in his hands. After a pre-match attack that left Balor ribs anguish as referees attempted to walk him back to the locker room, Balor tried to fight on after Wyatt taunted him on the microphone by saying, "You ain't no demon. You ain't even a man. You're a coward." No, Bray Wyatt, you're a coward for giving Finn Balor a sneak attack when the match hadn't even started yet. Everything you say to everybody else is a projection of what you really are. Speaking of projection, I hope you like the projector in the back. Pretty pimped out, huh? Not only can you hear me giving you a review, you can actually see the review behind me. You might not be able to see every single match, but whoa, wait, hold up, hey, Sasha Banks. Anyways, you ain't even a man, you're a coward. As inspired Balor delivered a physical and intense match with his character providing his demon after alter ego wasn't needed in order to get the best of Wyatt. The clean finish, Balor jumped extra high to hit his coup de grace. It says coup de grace on the freaking screen. Coup de grace likely means the program is over. If so, the finale was well performed, even if the end of the feud felt abrupt and Wyatt once again jobbed to an elite foe. That is, even if the end of the feud was abrupt and Wyatt once again jobbed to an elite foe. Wow. Pretty much Bray Wyatt, just like your buddy Bo Dallas. No, just like your buddy Apollo Crews. Wait, did Bray Wyatt just join the I'm a Jobber club? Wow. Wyatt once again jobbed to an elite foe. What a jabroni. I don't know what they're doing with Bray Wyatt, but I didn't already want to see him to begin with. But to have him lose, that was awesome. Finn Balor defeats Bray Wyatt via pinfall. So I don't care what they're doing with Bray Wyatt, but Finn Balor, like, he has potential to be WWE main event. I don't understand why they haven't pushed him up yet. Yeah, I know he got injured and he was out for like a year, but when are they gonna like push him up to the main roster? Like, come on, like, I mean, when are we gonna see Finn Balor versus Braun Strowman? When are we gonna see Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar? When are we gonna see Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns? When are we gonna see again Finn Balor versus Seth freaking Rollins? Just like everybody else from NXT, Finn Balor, you do have to start from the ground up, because you were the first WWE Universal Champion. But you know what they say, just like Seth Rollins, once you get hurt, you start over again. Speaking of Seth Rollins, this brings us to our Tag Team Championship match. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus Sheamus and Cesaro. First of all, we've already seen this match way too many times. Like, nobody cares about Sheamus and Cesaro. I mean, they don't even look good together. I mean, how you gonna come out with separate entrances and then like come out with like skirts and shit like that? Like, I mean, seriously, like who can take you serious? I mean, I saw this match. Uh, this match was pointless. Did not need to happen. And I'll tell you what, the best part of this match is when Cesaro got kicked in the face, and I could have swore he lost his 2 front teeth. Like, no bullshit. He was bleeding from his mouth. He looked like a moron. He looked like the biggest jabroni that I can see. Other than that, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins defeat. I mean, come on, defeat Sheamus and Cesaro. Like, if you had a name like the best tag team jobbers, Sheamus and Cesaro will be on the top of the list. Trust me. In a clear candidate for the match of the night, Ambrose and Seth Rollins were pushed to the very limit in an acrobat. Kind of, what the hell writes this shit? The real MVP was Cesaro, as he inadvertently had a pair of teeth knocked out while being busted open on a slingshot into the turnbuckle post. He fought through it admirably, and did Ambrose after a suicide dive appeared to injure his left shoulder. Wow. Cesaro lost a pair of teeth. That sucks. I mean, I assume he did, but reading this, yeah, that's not cool. Wow, wow. The spot of the match was Sheamus hitting white noise on Ambrose and Cesaro, immediately followed by a powerbombing Rollins off the second rope and onto Ambrose below. The move could only get it 2, however, after Sheamus accidentally hit Cesaro with a bro kick. Rollins followed with King's landing, his rain triggered knee finisher, and Ambrose hit Dirty D's to end matters. This was one heck of a match. Yeah, right. No, this match sucked. Like I said, best part of this match was Sheamus and Cesaro. Man, you see, and that's karma for you, because like when the Hardys first came out, I don't know if it was, I think it was Sheamus. Sheamus knocked out Jeff Hardy's, one of his tooth. So you know what, Cesaro, payback is a bitch, because he just lost a pair of teeth. Now, good luck. Now you really look like a true jabroni that you really are. You and your little skirt wearing partner, Sheamus. Now, which brings us to our WWE Divas Championship match. Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, and Emma in a fatal 5-way match. How many fatal 4-way matches, 5-way matches, 6-way matches are we gonna have with these women? Like, wouldn't it have been more realistic to have maybe Emma versus Sasha Banks, Nia Jax versus Bayley, and maybe Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss? But a fatal 5-way, I mean, come on, we get tired of that. It's pointless. We don't want to see it no more. But it says here, this was a car wreck insanity at its finest, with one physical spot after another. None was bigger than Jax getting double powerbomb from the apron. Wow, double powerbomb. How many divas would have that took? I mean, come on, like, I mean, I'm gonna say she's a pretty heavy person. Like, it would have taken like probably 3 of them to pick her up and power bomb her, and hopefully the ring didn't break. I'm just saying. Fucking lights are really bearable. So, Banks and Bliss assisted on the move with drop kicks from behind for extra momentum. Jax also received the loudest pop from the crowd before the match, which helped paint the picture she would go over after such a strong performance. But Bliss went on to retain in a finish that came surprisingly quick, following a DDT on Bayley for the 1, 2, 3. Bayley had just broken up a Banks mission on Bliss. Banks returned the favor by breaking up a Bayley pinfall attempt, and Emma later broke up a Jax pinfall attempt. After the match, Bliss called herself Raw's only true goddess. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, did you think that Bayley was gonna win? Did you think that Nia? Do you actually think this was Nia Jax's time? Nia Jax. Did you actually think that WWE was gonna give Nia Jax the WWE title, the women's title? Nope. Nope. You are mistaken once again. I mean, if you don't believe me, watch the match yourself. Here, I'll call it for you. Emma on top of the rope, talking crap to the fans, runs and gives Bayley and Sasha Banks a side slam on the corner of the ropes. Wait, that's not Sasha Banks. That's Alexa Bliss. My bad. Here comes Sasha Banks from behind. Oh, we have Sasha Banks versus Emma. Who is going to win? Oh, of course, Emma. Emma gets the face. Oh, here comes Sasha. Oh, into Sasha, or whatever you want to call it. Bum. Wow. 1, 2, 3, and your new WWE Divas Champion, Sasha Banks. Nope. Alexa Bliss defeats Bayley via pinfall. I mean, come on, Bayley. If you're going to come back, don't come back and lose the match. If you're going to come back, don't be the one responsible for causing everybody else to lose their, championship title. Whatever. This match wasn't the best match of the night, but when you get to see all the women of WWE in one ring doing God knows what, because that was whack. That was whack. Finally, Roman Reigns versus John Cena. This was one of our WrestleMania worthy matches. The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. John Cena versus Roman Reigns. This WrestleMania quality feud seemed to come in. This WrestleMania quality feud seemed to come a bit earlier than expected during an in-between pay-per-view in September. So did the end of the story after just one match, following an incredibly fun 4-week build-up of dueling trash talk. Reigns went over Cena in a match when Reigns went over Cena clean in a match which featured big spots and plenty of dramatic near falls. After Cena raised Reigns' arm in a virtual passing of the torch, hugged him and whispered some words. He then took his time soaking in the moment by hanging around the ring before taking a bow, hugging a child in the front row and handing him a wristband. Roman Reigns defeats John Cena via pinfall. I want to say best match of the night, but worst outcome. I mean, like, okay, Roman Reigns, you won the match. That's cool. Alright, but you're gonna go and shake the dude's hand. You're gonna give him a hug. What is this, like Bailey all of a sudden? Like you're giving out hugs for free and stuff? I mean, I wanted to see Roman Reigns, get out of the ring, walk towards the stage, and as soon as John Cena turned his back on him to face the crowd, I wanted Roman Reigns to run back in the ring, beat the crap out of John Cena, and turn heel for crying out loud. I mean, when are we going to see a heel Roman Reigns? I mean, even when John Cena was walking up the ramp, turned around to look at the fans, he had his back towards the Titantron. As soon as John Cena turned back around to face, I would have loved to see Roman Reigns spear the crap out of John Cena. But you know what? That didn't happen. He didn't turn heel. He's still babyface / heel. But you know what? Whatever. Passing of the torch, my ass. Roman Reigns, as a good guy, you can't. You're not going to cut it. I'm sorry. The fans don't want you. They don't like you. They don't want to see you. I'm sorry. This is not the way to go. We need you to turn heel. That's it. And so after this match, of course, we get The Miz and Kurt Angle. The Miz gloated about his victory over Jordan in front of Angle and said he wanted to hold a special edition of Miz TV on Raw with Roman Reigns. Angle agreed to the Miz suggestion, calling it a great idea and promising that it would lead the show. Oh, that's bogus. I mean, I can already see Jason Jordan coming out interrupting the interview. I don't know, whatever. I mean, I don't know what was worse, this match or the Cruiserweight Championship match. Enzo Amore defeats Neville. The title goes to fucking Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore as the Cruiserweight champ. After Enzo Amore won the belt, any aspirations of the Cruiserweight going to the top went down. Completely down. Like, this time last year, the Cruiserweight division was the division to watch. Now, when the Cruiserweights come out and you're going to see yours truly, Enzo Amore, come out with the belt as a champion, you start to think to yourself, what did WWE do wrong? Why are they giving this belt to this guy? I mean, this is ridiculous. So, Enzo Amore versus Neville. Amore runs off, cheating his way into culminating in a surprise title win. This was served as a popcorn match before the main event, with Amore dressed like Beetlejuice in a gaudy pinstripe suit. He went on to sell everything Neville had in a large one-sided match, but Neville hesitated while setting up the Red Apple in a move that was completely out of character, and his attempt at a Phoenix Splash missed. Omori went on to use the Cruiserweight title to distract the referee, allowing him to hit a hard low blow on Neville before rolling up the champion for 1, 2, 3. The title change solidified WWE transparent push to increase the ratings of 205 Live. This certified attention getter. I mean, of course he was gonna win with the low blow. I mean, he can't. I don't think I've ever seen Enzo Amore wrestle. Period. I don't think he can even wrestle. I think all that he's good for is getting his ass whooped. That's it. So there you have it. Enzo Amore is your new Cruiserweight champion. Oh my God. 205 Live. Good luck. I won't be surprised if Vince McMahon gets rid of the division anytime soon. And last but not least, your main event, your other WrestleMania worthy main event. The Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. The Beast versus the Man Among Men. Strowman's first solo shot at a world title saw him manhandle Lesnar at times in a true heavyweight battle, but Strowman ultimately scrabbled to a single F5 and an abrupt finish that was nothing short of, oh my God. In a nutshell, Brock Lesnar won. Braun Strowman lost. That was your WWE main event. What did you think was going to happen? You thought Brock Lesnar was going to lose the damn belt? Seriously? Is that what you thought? Well, guess what? Even though Brock Lesnar was getting his ass whooped by Braun Strowman, even though Braun Strowman was on the offensive the entire single match, it only took one F5. One F5 to win the match. I mean, Braun Strowman gave Brock Lesnar 2 of his finishers, and he still didn't beat him. But Brock Lesnar gives Braun Strowman 1 of his, and match is over. I mean, between you and me, this match was alright. It could have been better. I would have given the belt to Braun Strowman, and because, like, I mean, like, seriously, like, why would you not give it to him? Like, you're pushing him this high, you know. You're making him the next big thing, but yet you're not gonna give him the belt. Like, how does that make any sense? It doesn't. I mean, just like Bray Wyatt. You know, you pushed him, but he lost every single match. What was the point? What is the point of building your superstars if you're not gonna give them the damn belt? If you're not gonna let them shine. I mean, Brock Lesnar's been in the WWE for a very long time. It's time for someone else to take over. Braun Strowman is the next big thing. When you're gonna give him the belt is beyond me. I'm JT. This is your WWE No Mercy review, and we shall see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw. Hit the subscribe button and like this video if you do. Hit the thumbs up or hit thumbs down, whichever you want to do. I don't give a damn, because as of right now, I'm going straight to bed as soon as I upload this video. Good luck, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, say what you want about John Cena, but the stat I'm about to give you just captures the type of career it's been for John Cena. If Cena wins tonight, he will tie The Undertaker for most pay-per-view victories in WWE history.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares because he's not going to win. He's going to lose this match. John Cena sucks. Roman Reigns sucks. John Cena was about to walk out of the goddamn match before Roman Reigns forced him back in the ring. Seriously, bro. Seriously. John Cena is a little punk bitch, just like Roman Reigns said. The fans were booing him, and he got all mad, so he wanted to walk out of the ring and say, you know what, I'm out of here. I'm a little fat. I'm a little crybaby.
There is not a single person in this arena right now that is in their seat. Everybody on there.
Here we go.
What we're about to witness.
The big dog, Roman Reigns. The leader of the pack. The Shield. He's not a bad guy. He's not a good guy. He's the guy. Don't boo this guy, man. He's the man, man. He's the man, the guy. Roman Reigns. Alright, guys. If you want to watch this match, why don't you go to the WWE Network and buy it yourself? Because I paid my $9.99 to watch this No Mercy piece of crap pay-per-view. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let y'all watch it for free. Y'all didn't put in on this, man. I paid the cost to be the boss up in this biatch. This ain't a bad show. This ain't a good show. This is the JT and Candy show. And we are your hosts, JT and Candy. And this is your WWE Raw review, rants, and predictions. Because we are your five-time YouTube podcast champions. Now can you dig it, sucker?